Yes, those nerves in the end. They
Temp with us.
Get up a little higher. Do it. Do it right hand. That's it. Right hand. Straight. Straight. We do. We do it. We do it right hand. There you go. That's it. Good. Good. Right there. There you go. Good. Good. Right. I can get to you. Hey.
When two undefeated champions finally agree to fight each other, you know something special is about to happen. On January 31st at Madison Square Garden, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez will settle one of boxing's biggest debates.
In order for people to realize, because all the boxing fans realize, like Shakur is a great example. He's not really a household name, but he should be. I mean, he's an elite fighter. He's so good. But he needs like a big, high-profile fight.
Shakur is an amazing fighter. You know, he's gonna have a great career. Crazy skills, good boxing ability, and I will always be proud of him. You know, that's why, even like Shakur, you know, I had a chance to train him the other day in the gym.
He don't think that I should be the B side of this shit. But his upcoming fight. And he think I should be the A side. And he really felt strongly about it, but no, it is what it is, bro. I appreciate for it. That's my God. I wouldn't never say nothing bad about it.
This isn't just another fight. This is Stevenson moving up in weight to challenge Lopez for his WBO super lightweight title. Both fighters are American, both have Olympic backgrounds, and both believe they're levels above the other. Let's start with what Shakur thinks about the division he's entering. An old interview recently came back where Stevenson talked about fighting Subriel Matias, the current WBC champion at 140 pounds. Matias has 22 knockouts in 23 wins. He's known for constant pressure and heavy hands. Stevenson didn't back down from that challenge. He said, "That's a tough fight. That dude is relentless, and I think he's going to bring out a different version of me. He's going to make me put something out there that y'all haven't seen before." He explained that against a fighter like Matias, you can't just move and box. You have to fight back at certain moments. You have to pick the right punches and beat him at his own game. If Stevenson beats Lopez and Matias keeps his belt, we could see that unification fight next. That would be styles clashing at the highest level. But first, there's Lopez, and Shakur has plenty to say about him. In a recent interview with Andre Ward and Roy Jones Jr., Shakur talked about sparring Lopez years ago. They only went 3 rounds, so there wasn't much to learn, but Shakur made one thing clear. He said, "I know he can't beat me. That's what I feel like." Stevenson respects Lopez's talent. He called him flashy and said Lopez does a lot of things well, but Shakur sees mistakes, basic mistakes that he plans to take advantage of. When he watched Lopez's last fight from the front row, something clicked. He thought Lopez looked like a young Roy Jones Jr. with his flashy style and hands-down approach. That made Shakur want to test him even more. Stevenson also talked about his own last fight against William Zepeda. That was a pressure fight. Zepeda came forward all night, throwing punches constantly. Shakur said fighters like that are supposed to give him the most trouble, but he handled it. He proved he could deal with that style. Now he's facing Lopez, who's more of a boxer. For Shakur, that's more fun. He said, "I don't have to deal with a guy that's trying to wear me down so much. Now I gotta do what I do best, play chess." Shakur also knows Lopez struggles with fighters who move. Lopez likes opponents who stand in front of him so he can pick them apart. But Shakur plans to do both. He'll move when needed and stand his ground when it makes sense. He's not giving away his full game plan, but he's confident. He said, "I don't think none of these dudes are on my level when I'm at my best." But this isn't one-sided confidence. Lopez has his own strong beliefs. During a live interview, things got heated. Shakur didn't hold back his opinion about Lopez's mental state. He said, "I think something mentally wrong with him. I don't think he's all the way there mentally. I think he's crazy, legit." Before you think that's just trash talk, Shakur explained what he meant. He said the delusional, crazy fighters who want greatness are the most dangerous. They're unpredictable and fearless. That makes Lopez a real threat. The conversation turned personal when they talked about competition. Shakur believes you can't be friends in boxing. He said, "This is competition and currency, you know, and you can't be friends in this game. That's what makes them soft." When Lopez kept saying Shakur was in his way, Shakur responded simply, "But you're in my way, so I gotta move you out my way." The mental games continued. Lopez called Shakur slow, and Shakur asked if he meant slow in the boxing ring. Lopez clarified, mentally. Shakur just smiled and said, "You gonna see. I promise you, you gonna see." Interestingly, these two used to respect each other. A clip from December 2018 shows them both at 20 years old, praising each other's skills. Stevenson called Lopez technical and smart. Lopez called Shakur's name legendary and said he represented the future of boxing. But now, with belts and money on the line, that respect has turned into real competition. Even other fighters are picking sides. Terrence Crawford gave his quick ratings of different fighters. He called Tank Davis great. He called Pitbull Cruz great. But when asked about Lopez, Crawford said flatly, "Trash fight." No emotion, just his honest opinion. Ryan Garcia also broke down the matchup. He's picking Shakur to win by decision. Garcia said Lopez has one-punch power, but he doesn't apply real pressure like other fighters. He said, "Teofimo don't even put no pressure. How can he be on a pedal bike if he don't put no pressure?" Garcia pointed out something important. Lopez doesn't do well against counterpunchers. He also struggles with southpaws. Shakur is both. Garcia said, "Now you got a southpaw counterpuncher. Come on, bro. This is a bad matchup for Teofimo." Lopez isn't worried about being the underdog. He actually seems to like it. In an interview, he talked about his career and how the odds have always been against him. From not making the 2016 Olympic team to winning his first world title at 22, Lopez has proven doubters wrong before. He said, "I've been like that since me winning the 2015 U.S. Olympic trials. My whole thing's always been that way. I think that's when I perform my best, and I look forward to doing that again." Lopez also made it clear this isn't about friendship. He said, "When it comes to competition, it's competition, man. You can't be friends in this game. I think the guys like myself that still carry that with the heart of a champion, maybe we have a different form of looking at it." There's no rematch clause in this contract. Lopez is putting everything on the line. This is his 10th fight at Madison Square Garden and his 5th in the big room. He's comfortable there, and he's ready to prove himself again. But training camps tell their own story. Lopez's camp is intense and focused. His trainer, Teofimo Lopez Sr., is drilling patience into him. They're working on explosive pad work, foot placement, and cutting angles. This isn't about chasing a knockout. It's about setting traps and breaking Shakur's rhythm round by round. Lopez Sr. has broken down elite fighters before. He helped his son beat Vasyl Lomachenko and Josh Taylor, two of the best in the world. Now he's confident they can do it again. He said, "We broke the code with Lomachenko that nobody had ever done. We didn't let him get comfortable. We're going to do the same thing with Shakur." Meanwhile, Shakur's camp is quiet and technical. His trainer Kay Karoma and the team are running specific drills for Lopez's explosive style. They're using bigger, more aggressive sparring partners to prepare. Everything is about distance control, timing, and making Lopez miss. Karoma said the camp is going great and they're coming for victory. He added, "I don't train to go the distance. I think that's wear and tear on the body. We put all the work in camp to make fight night as easy as possible." The experts are split on this one. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been around Shakur's training and knows his skills firsthand. Floyd said clearly the most skillful fighter at 135 would be hands down Shakur Stevenson. Floyd compared Shakur to Pernell Whitaker, a defensive master who wasn't a huge puncher but was extremely effective. Floyd believes skills will win this fight, and Shakur has more of them. Timothy Bradley Jr. broke down the technical side. He explained that Lopez has tells before he explodes with his offense. Shakur will see those tells and step out of range, making Lopez fall short a lot of the times. Bradley also said Lopez must get aggressive, which isn't his natural style. If the fight stays in the center of the ring, Bradley thinks Lopez will struggle. But Roy Jones Jr. sees it differently. He said Lopez needs to gamble and go for broke. Jones called Shakur a college boxer with some of the best feet in the game. He's hard to hit and makes opponents take risks. Gary Antoine Russell called it a true 50-50 fight. He said Lopez is naturally stronger and more athletic, but Shakur is smarter and more technical. Russell said it depends on which version of each fighter shows up. If Lopez fights like he did against Lomachenko, Russell thinks he'll win. At the press conference, things got tense. Lopez Sr. talked about breaking codes and seeing weaknesses. Shakur responded calmly, saying he's not Lomachenko or Taylor. He said, "The difference is, you never fought no elite fighter." The back and forth continued with both sides confident and neither backing down. This is real competition between two proud champions. When the bell rings on January 31st, all the talk stops. One fighter will prove he belongs at the top. The other will face serious questions about his future. This isn't just about a belt. It's about legacy, pride, and proving who's really the best.